They're also following major news on the pandemic. We are expecting the FDA as early as tonight to authorize a booster shot in the fight against the coronavirus. First, it's believed for immunocompromised people, but of course tonight the question here, are boosters soon coming for everyone? Dr. Anthony Fauci is here to answer that question tonight, and all of this, of course, amid the worsening scene at hospitals across the South. ABC's Marcus Moore in Texas tonight.
Tonight, vulnerable Americans are moving closer to vaccine booster shots. The FDA is expected to authorize a third shot, a booster, for immunocompromised people who got the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. First in line, transplant patients, people on chemotherapy or medications that suppress the immune system. The CDC director could formally sign off on those booster shots as early as tonight.
This action is about ensuring our most vulnerable, who may need an additional dose to enhance their biological responses to the vaccines, are better protected against COVID-19.
In Chicago, David Barron is immunosuppressed and just got a booster shot. After receiving both Moderna shots, his doctors still couldn't detect antibodies, so they made a special recommendation for him to get the J&J vaccine.
I feel hopeful that I got a booster shot. I feel like I have an added layer of protection.
This as southern states plunge deeper into crisis. Florida and Texas now account for nearly 40% of the country's new hospitalizations. In Bradenton, Florida, a key blood center saying they have just 1 day supply after hospitals used unprecedented amounts of blood in the last 24 hours. In Texas, 662 patients now waiting for beds. The Corpus Christi area seeing more people go into the hospitals than any other county. To boost vaccinations, firefighters are going door to door.
We have to make available this vaccine to our residents in any way and every way that we can.
North Texas is now out of pediatric beds. The state now reporting the highest number of children hospitalized with confirmed COVID. Houston is now defying the Texas governor and is expected to require masks in schools, joining Austin and Dallas.
What we don't need is Governor Abbott sticking his nose in our business and trying to stop school districts from doing what they need to do.
The president today standing behind local officials who are challenging their governors.
To the mayors, school superintendents, educators, local leaders who are standing up to the governors politicizing mask protection for our kids, thank you. Thank you as well. Thank God that we have heroes like you.
Tonight, across the South, many hospitals they're warned they are nearing a breaking point. The University of Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson has no ICU beds left, so teams are preparing to treat COVID patients in this garage. Our Elwin Lopez getting a look inside.
This is normally just a garage. Now part of it is turning into a makeshift hospital. They're adding 20 beds in here. This is the second time they've had to do this during the pandemic. The state's hospital system on the verge of collapse.
But even with the crisis in Mississippi, the governor insisting there will be no lockdowns or mandates, and more children are filling hospital beds than ever before. In Alabama, 7th grader Brody Barnett was hospitalized too. His mom described the horror inside the hospital.
You're on the COVID wing and you look in glass doors and there are kids of all ages, and they all look just like Brody, you know, struggling to breathe, and everyone's in a hazmat suit.
David, back here in Corpus Christi, we are at a site where some COVID patients who are experiencing mild symptoms are getting Regeneron therapy. They're receiving antibody drugs in the early stages of infection, hopefully to prevent them from having to go to the ER and easing the burden on those hospitals that are so overwhelmed. David.
Yeah, the tent's going up now to try to prevent them from ending up in the hospital. Marcus, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.